It doesn't matter. Andrew Nemhard finally stopped making every single shot he took. It's 3-0 Boston Celtics. Spoonie, Jake Eisenberg, Omar Ballsack, a.k.a. Joe Titty. What's up, boys?
Holy shit. What a win. Yeah. Boston Celtics. Got it. Jason Tatum. Holy shit. What a game. A monster win, man. Joe broke his curse on the Celtics playback room finally with maybe one of the biggest and the best win of the fucking season.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is up there with like good wins for the season, Because it was like back, the refs were screwing us. You know, it was like they were shooting, being tenacas, and we just overcame adversity. It's great.
Dude, Al Horford hit 7 fucking threes. And multiple possessions in the fourth quarter. Like, he had that one possession where he just, like, I can't remember who it was in transition. It might have been Siakam, where he just, like, cut him off in transition, forced the miss. Al was amazing. It was Toppin, yeah.
Toppin, yeah.
Oof.
Al was incredible.
Horford, dude. Big Daddy Al with just... 7 for 12 from 3, dude. Man, the bounce back games from this guy. Every time you think he's done for a second, he just comes back with another vintage performance. But I think the story of the game is, the tenacity of the team in general to stick with it and fight and come back when the Pacers were so good in the first half. But Tatum, man, 36 points on 12 for 23. The 3-point shot, finally, 5 for 10 from 3, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and zero turnovers for Jason fucking Tatum. Go fuck yourself, the rest of the NBA media. I'm sorry, man. On late night tonight, we're gonna go to town. I'm gonna go to town on the rest of the national media and how insane the conversation has been around Jason Tatum. For Jason Tatum to turn up tonight and have his best game of the playoffs, to go up 3-0 in the conference finals, to give them a shot at a title as the best player on the team when they just didn't feel like they had it, didn't feel like it was their night. He kept staying with it. Monster game from Tatum. Jackson, welcome.
How good? How good? Man, yep. I've caught some of what you guys are saying, so forgive me if you've covered this already. But like, I just thought every starter was just exceptional tonight. Bench, talk to me about it another day. But everyone else, Tatum, Horford, Drew, White. I feel like Jalen in the first half in particular. I feel like everyone really had their moments in this game. Just a fantastic way to go up 3-0, right?
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I would say shout out to Tilly. He kind of changed the game. He was a team leading plus 12. I don't know how much of that was like him and how much of that was the Pacers kind of missing some shots when he was out there. But I felt like Joe kind of pushed the right buttons. Brissett didn't really work in the first half. We got, killed on the offensive glass. And then the offense started going, but dude, I feel like the Shaq meme with Andrew Nemhard, like I just wasn't familiar with your game, bro. Like that dude could hoop. He had 30.
Yeah.
Nemhard. And look, I was saying coming in, this Pacers team is not going to roll over. Joe, you've been on like teams that are up 2-0, like the team that's down 2-0 is always going to come in more desperate. But defensively, the Pacers are just going to be better without Halliburton. He's one of the worst defenders in the NBA of guys that plays real minutes. Nemhard's a good defender. They bring in Ben Shepherd, who's at least competent. Obviously, you're going to lose stuff offensively. But if Andrew Nemhard's going to play like this, then how much are you actually losing offensively, especially when Siakam and all these guys are making all these shots? They were incredible in the first half, but they made that run to close the half to get it within like 9, and then Nemhard hit that 30-footer to push it back out to 12 as another gut shot. But Joe, man, I think, like the Pacers brought it. I don't think this wasn't a Celtics didn't take the Pacers seriously game. I thought that they obviously cranked it up, and it's like, oh, okay, well, they have this gear. Why did they not play this way the whole time? But the Pacers, I thought, were awesome in the first half.
Oh, man, I mean, they shot 70% from 2. 70%.
Insane.
Like, I can't do that, like on laps. I made 14 out of 20. But yeah, I think it's a really interesting point that you make. I didn't really think about it. I thought I don't lose much with Halliburton not being there offensively. But yeah, they really do gain defensively, eh? because you just go to him. He's a bit skinny. He doesn't offer much. But now it's like, okay, you can try and pick on McConnell, but it just takes forever to do something against McConnell, right? Whereas Halliburton, it's like Tatum will just mow through him like a blimmin', like a line trimmer, man, through the grass.
Scything him.
Yeah, the look, not a perfect game, obviously. The defense was, I thought early the defense was good, and it felt like they got demoralized, and it took them, and was like, can we just like try and enforce our physicality on the game in the second half and let the chips fall where they may, and that's what felt like happened in the second half. Jackson, like Derek White getting toasted over and over again by Nembhard. But you kind of zoom out now. Derek White made a ton of big plays at the rim. Some of the patented Derek White rim protection.
Yeah, there was a stretch towards the end of the third quarter where it was just turnover city for the Pacers. It was just block, it was steal, it was block, it was just immaculate. And I think that may have coincided in those Tillman minutes as you were talking about, Spoons. But yeah, I mean, before that, it was a little bit maddening. I mean, how many times did Nembhard? I think there was that one that forced a timeout from Joe. That was just, he got to the rim so easily, and you just think to yourself, on top of that, with the 70% shooting, I think they ended up with like 32 assists to 46 made shots or something like that. So yeah, you gain the defense with Halliburton's absence. The offense didn't miss a beat. In fact, arguably you could say it was better. But that defensive stretch where it took us from 18 to 9 or to 7, what it was, like I was still terrified we would lose it at the end, but at that point, deep down inside me, I was like, nah, this is starting to smell like a win. It's starting to smell like one of those like really character building, hater defying, like shut the F up and just like get out of my way because we're 3-0 up. Like as you can see, I can't put words together quite well.
Yeah, you said that in the stream, and I was like, shut the hell up, Jackson. You don't tell us this is going to be a signature comeback while the signature comeback is happening.
Also saying Nembhard would win it. I'm playing both sides.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Man, you know what this game feels like? Just a real solid bowel movement.
Like one that's difficult to go out at first, but you push through. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, baby.
There's that line. There's that line in The Sopranos where Anthony's in Dr. Moby's office. He goes, look, therapy's a lot like taking a shit. She's like, some people say it's like childbirth. He's like, no, trust me, it's like taking a shit. That's this game, all right. Good call, Joe.
That's right. We just took a big old shit in Indiana. So Celtics, I feel like yet again did a really good job keeping the Pacers out of transition. Only 84% of their possessions were in the half court, which is 16th percentile. So terrible. We've done that to them all series basically. Dudes are just getting back. They're playing defense. And I mean, shout out to Indy, dude. Like, they just make everything. Like, it is demoralizing. I think you're right, Jake, especially in that second quarter. Like, they just didn't stop making shots. We got a little, like, lazy defensively. Like, well, they're going to make it anyway. And then that third quarter, the end of that third quarter, they started really playing defense, started turning Indy over. We had 12 blocks. Indy had 1. You know what I mean? That's just, like, a crazy stat to show how active we were on defense.
Another thing, Spoons, in that second quarter, along with the making of the shots, there was that Derek White flagrant foul. I feel like those kind of plays really demoralize teams. They feel like that. It just feels so unfair, and you're compounding it with them shooting the lights out. Sorry, Jake, you're a bit.
No. That's a great call, and that felt like that demoralized them. You get the ball back and like you're trying to get back in. And there was another, we got to talk about that. Someone put it here, but the Tatum behind the back pass to Horford in the corner was one of the best plays
pretty good
I've seen, man. Good. Like that's absurd. And for Tatum to make the play and for big Horford to he made so many big shots, man. And like his trigger and like the attempts are almost as important to me as the makes at the moment. Like it's a playoff. So on some level, it's like you need the shots to go in as opposed like the process is cool that it's good, but you need the shots to go in. He's had a ton of high volume 3-point attempt games and like he has to in the playoffs, like playing the pick and pop game, spacing the court where people are just like helping off him. Turner helped off to Tatum. You find Horford. He's confident. He's willing. And this is 2 monster games from Horford. Game 5 to close it out against Cleveland where they needed it. Yep. And tonight they needed every 3 from from Horford. Yeah, the Garden Report is live. We'll do one closing thought from each person here, and we'll get out of here.
Go ahead, Joe.
I feel like I've given my closing thought already, man. I don't.
Great closing thought, Joe.
I'm about to
Thank
just
you.
flush us. I'm about to flush it, man.
Yeah.
Flush it down with game 4.
Flush it down. Jackson.
We're 3-0 up, man. No matter what you can say about the personnel that we're up against and who they might play and who they're not having, like we're 3-0 up, man. Like you can pretty much lock this into the finals, baby. Get ready.
Dude,
it's gonna happen.
Let's fucking go.
3-0.
Go to the finals again.
Conference finals. We are now 5 plus 3 is 8. How many? What's our record in the playoffs now? We're
11
and 2.
11 and 2.
11 and 2. 11 and 2 in the
Pretty good.
playoffs. 3-0 conference finals. Spoonie. Get us out of here, man.
All right, yeah. Hey, shout out Drew Holiday. That friggin' play he hit on Nembhard to seal the game, and the big nuts free throws to end it. Like that, dude. I would have not hit the rim on those, but obviously I'm much worse at basketball than Drew Holiday. Boys,
Everybody
Boston
like and
Celtics.
subscribe. Everybody like and subscribe. We're gonna be live in like an hour or so late night, but like and subscribe. Sorry, Spoonie.
No, please, thank you. I was gonna totally forget to do that and then hit the outro. Like and subscribe, gentlemen. What a win! 3-0. Let's go.
I love the Celtics!